Welcome to my little corner. Here, I share simple and practical knowledge to help older adults live healthier and happier every day. Each video is a story, a gentle lesson full of meaning, especially for those who are beginning their journey of caring for themselves in old age. Have you ever been sleeping peacefully when suddenly a leg cramp forced you to jump out of bed because of sharp pain? Or have you ever tried to stand up from a chair and felt like your legs were not as steady or quick as they used to be? These small and seemingly unimportant signs are actually quiet messages from your body, letting you know that your legs are slowly losing their strength. The good news is, you can slow down that process and even reverse it, simply by making small changes to your daily diet. According to a report from Harvard Medical School, older adults face a higher risk of losing muscle strength if they do not receive the right nutrients, such as protein, magnesium, vitamin D, and essential fatty acids. But these nutrients are not hard to find. In fact, they are already in your kitchen. And in today's video, I will share with you 7 simple foods that can have a powerful impact on your legs, especially at the end of the video. I will show you how to combine them into an optimal daily menu. Please do not leave early, because the most important part is saved for the very end. Part 1. Why older adults are more likely to experience weak legs and muscle cramps. When Mrs. Helen, 74 years old from Oregon, called me on an early autumn morning, her voice was still shaking. The night before, a sudden cramp had woken her from sleep. Both of her feet curled up tightly and would not stretch out. She told me it was not the first time, but this time. The pain spread up to her calves and made her too afraid to fall asleep again. She asked me if there was any way to stop living in fear of these nightly cramps. I knew she was not alone. According to statistics from the United States National Institutes of Health, nearly 60% of people over the age of 65 have experienced nighttime cramps at least once a week. These cramps do not only cause pain, but they also interrupt sleep, leaving the body exhausted and the spirit drained. The cause is not just age. After 60, the body begins to lose muscle mass. This condition is called sarcopenia, when muscles are not strong enough. They become easily triggered and may contract suddenly. In addition, some older adults have type 2 diabetes. Fluctuating blood sugar levels directly affect the nervous system and muscle function, increasing the risk of cramps and leg numbness. Another factor that is often overlooked is potassium imbalance. Potassium is a vital mineral that helps muscles contract and relax smoothly. However, older adults often eat too few leafy greens and fresh fruits, leading to insufficient potassium intake each day. Understanding these silent causes is the first step to restoring strength to the legs. And in the next part, we will explore each essential nutrient in detail, so that you will not only understand them but also learn how to supplement them the right way. Part 2. 7 foods that help prevent muscle cramps. 1. Ripe banana. When I visited Mr. Bill in Santa Fe, New Mexico, he was having breakfast with a bowl of oatmeal topped with sliced banana. He smiled and said, "My doctor told me to eat a banana every day, so I switched from donuts to this." Since adding bananas to his breakfast, the leg cramps he used to experience every night had gradually disappeared. Bananas are a rich, natural source of potassium, making them ideal for older adults. A medium-sized banana contains about 400 milligrams of potassium, which is nearly 10% of the daily requirement. Potassium is an essential electrolyte that helps muscles function smoothly and keeps the heartbeat steady. It also supports fluid balance in the body and helps transmit signals between nerves and muscles. When potassium is lacking, you may experience muscle fatigue, spasms, and cramps, especially at night. According to a study by Tufts University published in the Journal of Gerontology, older adults with low blood potassium levels are twice as likely to experience leg weakness and falls compared to those with sufficient potassium. This is especially true for seniors who are less active or taking diuretics. So, if you often experience cramps or feel unsteady when walking, try adding a banana to your breakfast or enjoying one as an afternoon snack. It is simple, easy to prepare, and healthy. 2. Salmon. I still remember the conversation I had with Mrs. Margaret, a 72-year-old woman living in Portland, Oregon. She used to be unable to walk for more than 5 minutes without getting cramps in her calves. Doctors could not find a clear reason other than what they called natural aging. But when I asked about her diet, It turned out she hardly ate fish, especially fatty fish, together. We rebuilt her meal plan, starting by adding salmon twice a week. After just 3 weeks, she began to feel a noticeable difference. Salmon is an extremely valuable natural source of omega-3, which not only helps reduce inflammation but also supports the circulatory system. The omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon, such as EPA and DHA, help improve blood flow. This can reduce cramps caused by a lack of oxygen in the muscles. In addition, omega-3 reduces low-grade inflammation around the joints and nerves. A common reason older adults feel tingling, weakness, or uncontrolled muscle spasms. The journal Clinical Nutrition published a 16-week study from Harvard University showing that omega-3 supplementation can reduce muscle cramps by 30% in older adults with type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Besides, omega-3 salmon also contains vitamin D and protein. These are 2 important nutrients that help strengthen bones and muscles, relieve pain, and improve endurance. Lightly grilled salmon served with green vegetables or avocado is not only delicious but also an effective nutritional remedy. 3. Spinach. If you have ever felt like your legs might give out after standing for a long time, your body could be sending a distress signal due to a lack of magnesium. One of the most natural ways to replenish this essential mineral is by eating spinach. This dark leafy green is one of the richest natural sources of magnesium. Magnesium plays a vital role in regulating muscle contraction and relaxation, maintaining muscle tone, and stabilizing the electrical signals between nerve cells. When the body lacks magnesium, muscles can become overly excitable, leading to cramps or uncontrolled spasms, especially during the night. 1 cup of cooked spinach provides over 150 milligrams of magnesium, which is about 40% of the daily recommended intake for older adults according to the Institute of Medicine in the United States. Spinach is also high in potassium, calcium, and vitamin K, all of which support nerve function and joint health. Instead of eating only boiled vegetables, you can mix spinach into omelets, soups, or lightly sauté it with olive oil and garlic for added flavor. Eating spinach at least 3 times a week can help improve leg strength and reduce the frequency of painful cramps that you may have quietly endured for far too long. 4. Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt may seem like a simple food, but it holds surprising benefits for leg health, especially in older adults. What makes Greek yogurt special is its exceptionally high protein content compared to regular yogurt. A small serving can provide 15 to 20 grams of protein, which helps preserve muscle mass and supports recovery after light physical activity. For older adults, the gradual loss of muscle mass is inevitable. This condition, known as sarcopenia, leads to weaker limbs, unsteady walking, and a higher risk of leg cramps. However, when the body receives enough high-quality protein, this degeneration can be significantly slowed down. With its thick texture and easy digestibility, Greek yogurt is an ideal choice for breakfast or as a daily snack. In addition to being rich in protein, Greek yogurt also contains probiotics, the beneficial bacteria for digestive health. When the digestive system is functioning well, the absorption of essential nutrients like calcium, magnesium, vitamin B, and vitamin D is improved. These nutrients are vital for maintaining muscle strength and supporting nerve function, which helps reduce the risk of nighttime cramps. Furthermore, according to the recommendations from the National Institute of Nutrition in the United States, regular intake of Greek yogurt may also help control blood pressure and blood sugar levels, both of which are commonly linked to leg weakness and cramping in older adults. Enjoying 1 serving of plain Greek yogurt each morning with a few walnuts or berries not only provides vital nutrients, but also offers a pleasant and easy-to-eat option for seniors. 5. Eggs. Eggs have long been considered one of the most nutritious and accessible foods in every kitchen, but for older adults experiencing leg weakness or frequent muscle cramps, eggs are more than just a rich source of protein. They are also a treasure chest of nutrients that support healthy muscle function. A medium-sized egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein, along with all the essential amino acids that the body cannot produce on its own. This is especially important for seniors. As the ability to absorb protein declines with age, older adults need easily digestible protein sources to maintain muscle mass. The protein in eggs helps rebuild and preserve muscle fibers, which in turn reduces the risk of muscle weakness, soreness, and cramps after light activities such as standing up, sitting down, or walking around the house. Beyond protein, eggs are also rich in vitamin B12, a nutrient that plays a crucial role in protecting the sheath that surrounds nerves. When vitamin B12 levels are low, the communication between the brain and muscles can be disrupted. This may cause slower physical responses and increase the likelihood of sudden cramps. The yolk also contains choline, a key nutrient that supports muscle cell activity and enhances nerve signal transmission. A study from Tufts University found that older adults who included eggs in their meals 3 to 5 times per week saw noticeable improvements in lower body strength, particularly in the thigh and calf muscles. These are the muscle groups most prone to weakening and are closely linked to fall risk. With their mild flavor, quick preparation, and versatility from boiled eggs to sunny-side-up eggs are a food that should not be missing from any senior's muscle care and cramp prevention meal plan. 6. Pumpkin seeds. If you are looking for a small food that can help reduce leg cramps and ease soreness, pumpkin seeds may be one of the best choices. These seeds, often affectionately called pepitas in the United States, are more than just a tasty, crunchy snack. They are a hidden gem among mineral-rich foods. Pumpkin seeds are especially high in magnesium, a mineral that is extremely important for seniors dealing with muscle issues. Magnesium helps regulate the contraction and relaxation of muscle fibers and can ease the sudden nighttime cramps that many older adults describe as a sharp pulling pain deep in the bone. Just 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds a day can provide about 40% of the recommended daily magnesium intake, helping the nervous system and muscles work more smoothly. In addition to magnesium, pumpkin seeds also contain zinc and iron. Zinc plays a role in repairing muscle tissues after physical activity, while iron supports the transport of oxygen to muscle cells. When the body lacks oxygen, the muscles in the legs tire quickly and become sore even after a short walk. This is something many seniors experience but often assume is just a normal part of aging. Notably, according to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who regularly eat magnesium-rich seeds like pumpkin seeds 3 to 5 times per week tend to show clearer improvements in mobility compared to those who do not. Not only do they experience fewer cramps, but they also find it easier to stand up and feel less stiffness after sitting for a long time. You can sprinkle pumpkin seeds over your morning oatmeal, mix them into your lunch salad, or simply roast them lightly without salt to enjoy as an afternoon snack. However you choose to enjoy them, your body, especially your legs, will quietly thank you every day. 7. Coconut water. Among the natural options for restoring electrolytes without turning to sugary sports drinks filled with preservatives, coconut water stands out as a true gift from nature for senior health. When you sweat after light exercise, a long walk, or even after a midday nap and start to feel uneasy or heavy in the legs, the cause might not be a complicated medical issue. Often, it is simply a sign of electrolyte imbalance, especially a drop in potassium. Coconut water contains more natural potassium than bananas, helping to restore this balance quickly and gently. Ms. Eleanor, 72 years old and living in Sarasota, Florida, once shared that she suffered from leg cramps at night so often that she was afraid to stretch her legs while sleeping. After her daughter, a nurse, suggested drinking half a cup of coconut water after dinner each day, she noticed the cramps reduced significantly within just 1 week. She smiled and said, "I never thought the drink that reminded me of beach trips would become a tonic for my legs." Besides potassium, coconut water also provides sodium, magnesium, and calcium, 3 essential minerals that support muscle and nerve function, both of which tend to decline with age. Research from Tufts University also showed that older adults who regularly drank coconut water demonstrated better endurance while walking and experienced less muscle fatigue compared to those who did not. You do not need to drink a lot. A small glass of about 120 to 180 milliliters after gentle exercise or in the late afternoon is enough to gently rehydrate and replenish minerals. And remember, choosing fresh coconut water or pure types without added sugar is the best option. Your body will feel refreshed from the inside out, and your legs will feel lighter with every step. Looking back on today's journey, we have explored 7 simple foods that hold powerful support for your legs. Each item is not just a source of nutrition, but also a gentle message you send to your body. However, no miracle happens after just one meal. The real effects come from consistency and careful observation. You can start by keeping a food diary for 7 days. Write down each meal, the foods you ate, and note any time you felt leg cramps or muscle fatigue after 1 week. You may be surprised by what your body has been quietly trying to tell you. Remember, starting small is the simplest yet most lasting way to care for your health in later years. A glass of coconut water, a spoonful of pumpkin seeds, or a breakfast with a boiled egg can be a meaningful step forward. In our next video, we will explore a very practical topic: gentle exercises to help reduce cramps and strengthen your legs, especially designed for people over 60. If you are interested, be sure to stay with us, because every step you take to care for your body today is a precious gift to your future self.